So yeah, today we're reacting to the top 10 modern conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? So this is fairly current, fairly recent. This video was published on September 16th of 2018 on WatchMojo.com channel. Um, yeah, man, you know me, I'm big into conspiracy theories and all that, man. It's all fun and games sometimes before somebody gets hurt, right? It's all cool, cool conversation to have, you know what I'm saying? You know, what's out there, what could be out there, what's really going on. But at the end of the day, do you believe it's true or not is a real question, right? But today, yeah, as I mentioned, this video is about conspiracies. So without further ado, let's jump in.
Is the truth really out there? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 modern conspiracy theories. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at theories that came into their own after the year 2000. While some of them may have their roots in the last century or earlier, they qualify for this list if their popularity has peaked in recent years. Number 10. Obama's birth certificate. In 2008, history was made when Barack Obama became the first black president of the United States. However, a worryingly high number of Americans refused to believe that Obama was one of their own and claimed the new president was born in a different country, meaning his presidency was against the Constitution. In an attempt to stamp out these ideas, Obama released his long-form birth certificate, but this hasn't stopped many theorists from calling the document a forgery and continuing to suggest that Obama is a foreigner. Number 9. Holocaust denial.
I don't see how that's a huge conspiracy theory that Obama wasn't born in the States. Ooh, oh my God. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe he is not an American citizen, to say the least. But at the end of the day, how is that a conspiracy? Like, when I think of conspiracy, nigga, I'm thinking of aliens, Area 51, you know, the government being fraud type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers talking about whether or not Barack Obama's birth certificate is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How's that number 10? But yeah, number 9, Holocaust deniers, whatever this means.
These are people who, for a myriad of different reasons, refuse to believe that the mass extermination of Jewish people and other vulnerable minorities carried out by the Nazis actually happened. Ironically, the Holocaust also happens to be one of the most well-documented tragedies in world history. The Nazis meticulously recorded everything they did, and when Allied soldiers discovered the concentration camps, they gathered extensive evidence of the horrors they witnessed in the form of videos and photographs. Not to mention the thousands of survivors who have talked about their horrific experience and still bear their tattoos. Number 8.
Yeah.
Tools of...
How could you deny the Holocaust, man? There's so much proof that that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? You must just be delusional to think that the shit didn't happen. But, yeah, tools of control is number 8.
Control. In the mid-20th century, governments began fluoridating the public water supply, as scientific studies proved that in small enough amounts, fluoride, a main ingredient in toothpaste, was harmless, tasteless, and could help prevent cavities. But there are people who believe that fluoride is actually a dangerous chemical the world's governments are using to control the population for some kind of ambiguous financial gain. Similar theories are used as the basis for the anti-vaxxer movement, which has led to new outbreaks of diseases like measles. Anti-vaccination beliefs stem from misinformation published by a now struck-off doctor that the measles vaccine causes autism. However, there's absolutely no evidence supporting this. Number 7. The Earth is flat. Millennia ago, before people began to understand more about physics and the universe at large, the general assumption was that the Earth was flat. In the last 200 years, however, the idea that the Earth is flat has gained more and more traction. Bizarrely, the more things we learn about the universe...
The Earth is not flat. I'll just play. I mean, shit. I don't believe that, man. Oh my gosh, we get into a long-winded conversation about the Earth being flat, bro. So, like, and it's funny because one of my homeboys, like, more recently, this nigga actually really believes it now. He's starting to believe that the Earth is flat, and that all these images that we're seeing of the Earth from space is all falsified by the government. That they're not really having these little drones or whatever the fuck out in space that can really, capture images of the Earth. This nigga does not believe that the Earth is round, bro. But this, he took it back to scripture and the Bible and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get into an argument about whether the Earth is flat or not, bro. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are arguing the theory of that more recently, and I don't know why. Like all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh man," like a light bulb went off, and it was like, "Wow, the Earth really is flat." You know what I'm saying?
The more people join the flat earther cause, seemingly ignoring all the
The
photographic
golden
and
hour.
scientific evidence proving that the Earth is a globe. They claim that it's impossible to see the curvature of the Earth, that all the photos of the planet are fake, and that every astronaut is an actor in on the elaborate hoax. Number 6. Mass shootings are fake. In the US especially, mass shootings are seemingly becoming more and more prevalent. But there are those who believe that these shootings don't actually happen, going so far as to accuse shooting survivors of being actors. Believers claim that the shootings are entirely staged
Now
by
that's
people
funny.
looking to
That's
abolish the
hilarious.
Second Amendment and impose stricter gun control regulations on America, making people unable to defend themselves. These shootings themselves are already tragic enough, but the people on social media who claim that they never happened only add insult to injury. Number 5. QAnon. It's no surprise that one of the strangest conspiracy theories of the modern era originated on 4chan, where various predictions and accusations have been posted online since late 2017. QAnon has incorrectly predicted that Hillary Clinton would be arrested and claimed that Kim Jong-un and his regime are under the control of the CIA. They've even accused many big names, ranging from Hollywood actor Tom Hanks to a selection of high-ranking politicians, of being involved in sex trafficking. Similar to this was 2016's Pizzagate scandal, where it was alleged that the Democrats were operating a pedophile ring out of a pizza joint. All of these claims remain utterly baseless. Number 4.
That was funny.
The FDA is withholding the cure for cancer. Big Pharma is often seen as a shadowy
I wouldn't
villain
doubt that.
hiding in the
You know what
dark,
I'm saying?
while overcharging people for life-saving medicine. And it's this perception that's contributed to the theory that pharmaceutical companies have the cure for cancer. More specifically, they've had the cure for cancer for years and are purposely withholding it from the public until they can find a way to make a big enough profit. However, it would take far too many people to keep the cancer cure secret than is reasonably possible. Number 3. Chemtrails. Planes flying overhead will often leave trails behind them in the sky, and these trails have been jumped on by many conspiracy theorists. There's a range of different reasons behind what exactly chemtrails are. Some claim that they're spraying mind control chemicals in order to suppress the population, while others say that they're part of an elaborate scheme to control the weather. However, in the aviation industry, they're actually called contrails, as in condensation trails. According to scientists, they're created naturally, as hot jet fuel meets cool air, and are little more than water vapor. Number 2.
Now that's
New World
wild.
Order. Another idea that's been popular for generations is that the entire world is being controlled by an unseen shadow government or secret society. While a few have suggested that this group is actually made up of nefarious lizard people disguised as the world's elite, the more common belief is that the Illuminati is running things.
The
While
Illuminati.
the original Illuminati was a real group, they only had any kind of power in the late 1700s. Today, however, the idea that either the Illuminati or some other clandestine group are trying to create a totalitarian New World Order still persists among many people.
All right, let me say this right here. Not even to get into Illuminati talk, bro, but you know how many like secret organizations there are that are actually reality? Like, come on, there's so many, bro. And we're talking about like these cults, these weirdo people create. So I wouldn't put it past anybody to have a group that they think is destined for world conquering or destined for world domination, bro. Motherfuckers today are fucking crazy. So if there's this little cult following that's together, they call themselves the Illuminati and they think they're destined for world domination, hey, more power to them. But I just don't have a doubt in my mind that there's a secret group that could probably be 15 members big that think they're destined for world domination and they call themselves the Illuminati. Boom, there you have it. They exist. You know what I'm saying? It's not no big ass conspiracy. You know what I mean? But
Number 1. 9/11 was an inside job. The attack on the Twin Towers on September 11th, 2001
you hear that a lot.
was a tragedy that shook the world, leading to a death toll of nearly 3,000 and escalating conflict in the Middle East. But there are those out there who don't believe the story that Al-Qaeda was responsible, despite Osama bin Laden taking credit for the attack, and instead think that 9/11 was an inside job. They think it was perpetrated by George W. Bush and the U.S. government in order to justify going to war in the Middle East, and frequently cite alleged evidence like the explosions at the base of the tower and Bush's calm demeanor when informed about the attack. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from one.
Alright, I've heard that theory a lot, that a lot of people think 9/11 was done by our government. Do I give a fuck? No. You know, RIP to everybody that lost their life in 9/11, man. And I say that all to say, like, if the government is really puppeteering a lot of shit that's going on, it's not a surprise, bro, because the government is fucked. You know what I'm saying? So corrupted. That's why I'm kind of like, who cares, bro? Because there's so many stories that I hear that, you know, are the law's fucked up, the justice system's fucked up, man. Just the way that we're treated as humans, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up people today, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not going to put it past myself to think that the government is corrupted. But yeah, man, that's a big conspiracy theory that we hear a lot about. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, those are the top 10 modern conspiracy theories from WatchMojo.com. Excuse me. If you like the video, be sure to like, man. Hey, give me a little like, man. Comment, subscribe. We're gonna do some more reactions like this because I'm into like creepy stuff, weird stuff, mystery stuff like that. So I'm gonna start looking at more videos like this, and then I'm gonna react to more of them, man. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, bro, and hit the sub button.